Hey guys, I'm just letting you know that I posted 3 new club videos last night, one for each album. So now there are 25 videos in the first private club MBA album, and then there are, I think, 8 in the pure MBA album, and then there's 11 in the, it's 11 in the Pure MBA and 8 in the $48 members only album. So, sorry about that. I was up at 4 in the morning doing that. It was crazy. I woke up at 3:34 and then all of a sudden it was 4:33 and I wondered if I was going to stay up till 4:44, which is my favorite time of the night or day. And then I just learned that the number 444 is actually, I have to go get my plug, is actually the number of the angels, whatever that means. I guess the angels like to communicate with some people down here, and they like to think that the number 444 is one of the little secret messages that the angels give to try to communicate with us poor little lost earthlings here on planet Earth who don't know what the hell we're doing here and how we got here and how we can get out of here and what we're doing here and why. I have my cord now. So, you know, it's so funny about the numbers and the geometry and the symbols and the secrets and the mysteries of life. We all know I love my secret mysteries and my sacred geometry and my numbers. Numbers are symbols. So, it's funny because waking up from 3 to 5 in the morning every night is actually a habit. And somebody was saying how when you wake up during those hours, you become very in touch with your deep inner self and your deep inner psyche and the patterns in the universe and the art of life that you can sort of tune into, special frequencies and wavelengths during that hour where most people are asleep, and you can have a really quiet, peaceful, magical time when you're not, you know, required to run around in life during the day. You can just sit quietly and meditate and think and dream and practice your French poem, and I just have to plug this thing in. So, you know, I think that, and truthfully, I make all my videos during that hour for you guys, so, for the club. So probably I need to get up at that hour to make the videos. I don't make all my videos then, obviously. Right now it's 10:23 in the morning, but and I used to make my videos in the first thing in the morning because that's when I felt like making them. And because of the morning sun. Today it's just raining, pouring and raining and raining and pouring, and so it's another rainy day. My plans were dashed because of it. I was supposed to go work up in Belfast on my house, and they're painting it, and I need to do a bunch of work up there, and so instead I rainy dayed out and lazied out and decided to stay in. But I do have a dance lesson. I'm actually teaching my first barroom freestyle partner dance with my first quote-unquote student. It's a free lesson. I'm not charging him anything because I just want to practice on him. And he's really new to dancing, so he's excited to, you know, get more lessons. And he's into partner dancing, and I know him from the Y. We work out at the same time a lot, and he's been coming to salsa. So he's a good quick study, and I think he's pretty musical, and that's really all you need is to have a good connection and be musical, and you can do all kinds of fun things on the dance floor without having all this fancy, expensive training. You really just need 3 special techniques on how to connect with your partner and how to move together to the music and come up with some really fun, cool things you can do spontaneously. So I guess that's all I wanted to say, was that I had posted new videos, and unfortunately I had made these 2 videos. I wasn't wearing my crystal. Sometimes you have to take it off, you know, in the middle of the night. You need some time to have your body not be charged so energetically with a magnificent and powerful crystal such as this one. And so I actually, my skin was feeling so soft and everything was just feeling so nice. And I thought, oh, whenever I feel like that, I'm like, oh, I should make a video for my club guys who love my MBA. And so I did, and I made these 2 videos. But I wasn't wearing the crystal, and I actually thought it was fine that I wasn't wearing the crystal. I thought that the light and my body and just the breasts and the nips were enough, you know. But then there was just one thing about each one of those videos that I didn't like, so I ended up deleting them. And I wish I hadn't done that, because I just shouldn't have deleted them, because I think the rest of the video you guys would have loved. And I learned my lesson. I'm not deleting any more videos. You know, I just have to learn to cut and to paste them. So I'm going to make a chocolate review video next after this one. But I just wanted to say hello, and that I had new videos. And I'm not sending all these emails out like I was at first, because it's so time consuming and it's just too crazy. You know, maybe if I could do the group email. I've got so many members now that I think it's too hard to do that. So I just want you guys to go ahead and go to the albums at your leisure and your pleasure, and whenever it works out for you, and just see if I posted something new. That's the best way. That's the best time savings for me. And so anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining and the club. And if you still want to join the club and see the private 3 videos and get into the whole concept of the $48 million orgasms, moments, dollars, points of light, points of consciousness, points of power, and focus, and positive intention for the planet. I was actually telling my sister about my club last night. Nobody in my family really knew about it, except for my mother, who's extremely supportive of the whole thing, which is probably why I really felt more free to move forward with it, because, you know, when your mother is supporting you, then it's... But I didn't tell the rest of my siblings, because I didn't think they'd understand, or they'd be weird. One of my sisters would probably completely freak and then she would laugh really hard, and then I would have to spend some time talking her into why it's such a good idea. The other sister actually immediately caught on, because she is very spiritual, and she also likes her orgasm, and, you know, like my mother does. Is that TMI, too much information? Well, look, we have to talk about these things if we're going to move forward with the club, you know. And actually, she said that she had some friends who were very, very sexual, and one of them is very much in love with her husband, and they have a beautiful, special, loving, romantic relationship. They've been together for like 20 years. They're really cute. I mean, they're just beautiful, and she's always happy, and they have a very special bond, and the 2 of them, that in love couple, they could really, and she's very spiritual, and I don't know about him, but he's just a great guy, and the 2 of them could really use the orgasm together, the intimacy and the love relationship between them to raise their vibration, raise their consciousness, and even travel the portals of the universe. I travel the portals of the universe all the time. When I was a kid, I would do it at night as I was falling asleep, and focus and meditate. My intent was to absorb the knowledge of the universe. I've always wanted to absorb the knowledge of the universe and understand it in the body, in the human body, knowing that it's a very challenging thing to do, because we have blinders on. We're not allowed to see certain things. We're only allowed to know so much while we're in our human body. And so now I can travel the universe pretty much any time. I can tell when the timing is right. I can tell when, if I go into a deep state of thought or meditation, that I will be transported. I can tell when it's not a good time, and when I just need to be regular human mom, business lady in life, you know, president of the club, of course, and you know, do my thing. So it's interesting to be a human being, because you have these different phases. You know, you have waking life and nighttime life, and morning, noon, and evening, and then when we're sleeping, and then we wake up in the middle of the night, and all of those stages of consciousness, of awareness, are really different. And the twilight hours, you know, the hours in the middle of the night are very special hours if we can wake up and embrace them. So usually when you're older, I think you figured it out that you don't need that much sleep, and that if you're going to wake up, you might as well just read. And probably many people over the age of 50 spend a fair amount of their night reading and being awake, but just, resting. I mean, we don't have to freak out about, oh, sleepless night, I didn't sleep all night. Unless we were having a fitful night, or we had a very stressful day where we really need to rest, then it's kind of a drag. But you know what? Even if you don't sleep well, you can still put yourself in a calm, relaxed state and just ride it. Just go with it and not panic. And, if you wake up in sort of a panic or from a bad dream, that can be hard. But re-dreaming, re-sleeping can reset you and get you out of that state of panic. So, yeah, just a morning ramble. Ooh, you want to see a painting that I did when I was in my 20s, probably? My mom had moved to Maine, and she loved being a farm girl, pretty much. And so I did this painting for her, and she brought it to me. So here it is. I don't know if I can really show it, but I did this a long time ago in honor of my mother, who loved horses and loved wagons and farming and back to the land and Mother Nature, and she moved to Maine to become a back to the lander. She's a peacekeeper. She tries to keep the peace. She doesn't like war, and she's very politically active. So I just thought I'd share that. I have a whole lot of artwork up in my attic in Belfast that I'm going to do a video on and show all the work that I did during the years that I was in extreme pain with my rheumatoid, and how I healed myself and reset my body through expressing all that pain in the form of paintings. I did these giant canvases. And every time I did a giant pain painting, which is what I called them, I would feel better. I would move out a lot of emotion. I mean, I think that I had so much repressed emotion inside me that it was all bottling up and burning my body on fire, all that inflammation. And then, of course, heavy metal poisoning and, other stuff, detoxing. So I watched this video that Teal Scott had done about moving your emotions that I think is extremely important, and probably one of the most important videos I've ever watched, with the most important information I've heard in a long time. And it was all about accepting all of the sides of yourself, the dark side, and all of your negative personality traits, like if you're a big bully or a big bitch or something, and how you can take those qualities and exalt them, magnify them, but transform them through sort of alchemy into something positive. So you could use your manipulative qualities, or even if you're to manipulate for good, or if you're an energetic vampire. She talks about that, how to use the fact that you're an energy vampire for good. It's really interesting. You know what I might do is make a video of her voice describing this in the background, and I'll do something to share her information my way. And and I'm going to include the link, because she's awesome. She's so insightful. I don't know. Bashar is amazing, and I love listening to him. His voice has a resonant quality that soothes me and makes me feel at peace, and makes me feel somehow safe and connected in the universe to all things good. And she's similar too. She's a little different. Her information is invaluable. Both of them, awesome. So I highly recommend, when you're feeling not right and feeling like you're needing some guidance, some spiritual guidance, Bashar is the one. And then she is also really great. So this video is called I think it's called, let me see, How to Release Your Emotions and History. Let's see which one it was. It was, where are you, Teal? Oh, this is it. The Secret to Why You Cannot Overcome Your Problems. This is the best video. The Secret to Why You Can't Overcome Your Problems, by the spiritual catalyst, Teal Scott. And I'll post that link under this video. This is so good. It's really, really, I think probably the most profound way that we can heal ourselves, you know, and she talks about that too. Why do we feel like we need to heal ourselves all the time, that we're something's, as if something is wrong with us, and how that's the greatest form of self-loathing, is to think that you constantly have to be fixing yourself because something's wrong with you, that you're not accepting yourself, you know? And she talks about alchemy and turning things into the highest spiritual form. Alchemy would be taking something and turning it into, transforming it to its highest spiritual state, even horrible qualities. So, you know, metal into gold, and bad, negative emotions into something that benefits yourself and others. And I'm going to do more on that. So this is just my little ramble right now because I need to make a video. And I'm also going to be making a video on these this new chocolate company that I discovered yesterday. This one has bacon, and since it's breakfast time, it's actually post-breakfast. Truly, nature's vitamins are, you know, the cashew and the blueberry. And you know what else is really good is the pistachio. Nature's vitamins. Blackberries are good too, and so are raspberries. And naturally, raisins also, and then dark chocolate. So there. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Love you, and thanks for watching, and you're awesome.